So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Now, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
We're up and running then. Bounce of passing here. Martinelli! It's bounced back off the post.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
It's hit the crossbar. And now a sudden chance to counter. Spread it left. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Back where it came from. Played out to the left flank. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, football certainly runs deep in the Reinders family, but unlike his father or brother, this guy, Tiani Reinders, is someone who can take control of the game from centre midfield. I suspect we're going to see a little bit of everything from him here. He's box to box.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And he's intervened well there. Timber. Saka. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Gyökeres added Zubimendi. And that pass just didn't quite work. So it is still 0-0. Rice. Oh, that's a key interception.
Manchester really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that tries a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Doku clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Timber. Spread to the right. And that is out of play. Rodri. Reinders. And claimed it back swiftly. Doku is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's just misjudged that one. Lewis. That's been cut out, well played. Rice. Shoots! Goal! Arsenal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options.
He's having a shot! And he can thump it away. Distributed tidily.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
Zubimendi clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Rodri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And Guardiola, this is a promising build-up. Can he get on the end? Oh, shooting chance! And that's another fine save.
Haaland really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. Zubimendi clears it away. And it's Rodri. Oh, that's superb.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And here's Martinelli. Kovacic. And it's Rodri. Ruben Dias. Gehi.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Saka. There's the shot! And no mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Foden and Kovacic. Defending was strong and firm.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Gyökeres, and a chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Good read, needed to be. Kovacic. And that is the end of the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Arsenal sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And so the action is resumed. Timber. Saka. And it's Rice.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance.
Decent chance! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good...
And the shot! And he stuck it away. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's real...
Big chance! And that's a sharp finish. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Foden. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tries to pass it through, but he's picked it up out wide. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had... Shot a goal! It's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Vardiol
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Timber, looking for the run. Oh, that's fabulous. Saka's the header! Well, now it's... Oh, it's fallen loose again! Kovacic. A header! Oh, that's a brilliant save! Well, he's kept it out. That's a great save. It's their second corner of the game. Doku with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. Zubimendi. Nicely spread. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Kovacic. And here's Foden. And here's Kovacic. And here's Reinders. Lovely pass, but shapes to shoot! And it's in!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Turns back here, probably the best option. Passing is crisp and sharp. Foden. Kovacic. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Corner number 3 coming up. Gabriel getting this one clear. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. And it's Kovacic. Zubimendi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that was vital. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Saka. Doku threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Saka has found the net here, of course. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Ruben Dias. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Zubimendi. That's a delicate pass. Gets his head on it! Well taken goal. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And it's Kovacic.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here. And that will be it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. And so the calm before the storm. A game so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
So things are underway. And it's Jones. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like to see him play centrally at times. I think he's just very, very good in the number 10 position, and he's got a great understanding of that role.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. McAllister. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. Quarter of an hour played. Now that's well seen too. Short changes him with that pass. McAllister.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Isak was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. Rodri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Played out to the left flank. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Gravenberg. This is a promising build-up. Jones. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Looking for options for movement. Gravenberg. And Konate. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Doku. Oh, well played, well played. Jones.
Manchester are totally dominant in the middle of the park.
And Haaland! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And he's gone looking for safety. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's McAllister. Gravenberg. And it's Frimpong. Bernardo Silva. Jones with the foul. He's not got that quite right. Jones. He's had it taken off him. Jones makes a dash for it. And the keeper's got it again. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Not the most convincing of passes. Van Dijk. More and more pressure on the ball here. Threads one in. Haaland! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Now it's Isak. Frimpong. Salah. Gravenberg. Jones. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, they can break here. Knocks it into space. It's a goal kick. Frimpong. Now Salah. In with the challenge. And here's Doku.
Guardiola.
McAllister. Robertson. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's McAllister. And he's intervened well there. And for the first half, that is that. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Oh, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. Back on the way then.
Manchester have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
He's picked his way through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Gakpo finding himself in space. Space for him to turn and look. Shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Doku. Gravenberg gets over and intercepts. It's a pretty loose pass. Tries to play it through. Semenyo receives it in a good position here. Tries to get it clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. Manchester clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And he's picked it up out wide. And the ball is out of play.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Isak. Played out towards the right wing. Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That's a decent clearance. Chance for a shot! Oh, good finish. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Guardiola, lovely pass, but can he get there? The ball is loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, nicely intercepted. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Chance to deliver. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Jones. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Gakpo. And he's picked out the run. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Liverpool are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Now it's Haaland. This looks promising.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's in a great position here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That's put paid to the danger. And it's Gravenberg. Spread it left. That's good play. Now it's Jones. Now he's got space here. The less said about that pass, the better. Mohamed Salah. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Isak. Now that looks a decent ball. Donnarumma sends that a long way. Can he get it through? Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Lofted in. Jones. McAllister. And it's Jones. The final 5 minutes. Oh, that was vital.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
That has not gone well. That's going wide left. Chance, surely! Well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Here's real chance! And a neat finish! Deep into injury time! Was there ever any doubt? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood, and the shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
So, what can they make of this? Well timed, excellent interception. Hakimi calmly anticipates. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Chance for a shot! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very...
Well, Pedro! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Hakimi. Now it's Pedro Neto. Great ball, and he's in. Big chance! And that's in. 2-0, and in next to no time. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Paris Saint-Germain really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Chelsea are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Cucurella puts them all in. And that's the keeper's ball. Vitinha getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Tries a shot! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A case now of complete control.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Aimed beyond the defence. That has been cut short. Chelsea have scored 2 quick goals here, and it's Ruiz. And here's Neves.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Could move up a gear here. Nuno Mendes. And here's Kvaratskhelia. It's Fabian Ruiz. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. So much time and space here. Caicedo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Nicely shaped ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Hakimi. And he's in on charge, surely! A whisker away from making it 4.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Chelsea with the corner, they're first. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. And he's there to retrieve it. Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, super ball. Chance! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Corner number 2 then. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Robert Sanchez.
Gets it away.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Palmer. Goes for a shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Threads one in. Shoots! He's got a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Chelsea are having a ball here. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Dembele, and the shot! Off the post! And he's there to belt it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Vitinha, it's a threatening ball. And he can thump it away. Dembele, can he finish? This possibly the last play of the half. And he's there to clear it. It'll be a throw-in. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Neves. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Fernandes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a fine interception. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Chelsea really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Chelsea looking unstoppable, unbeatable, and in case you're wondering, yes, that really is the scoreline. And we are back on the way. This looks promising, and it's James. Oh, it's Dembele. Doué. Fabian Ruiz engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Kvaratskhelia. Vitinha. This is Dembele. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. And it's Palmer. Caicedo. Spread neatly. Mendes does really well to win the ball there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Kvaratskhelia. And here's Dembele. Pinches it off him. Looking for options for movement. Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter.
He's had a shot! It's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And here's Neves. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Paris Saint-Germain get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Pedro Neto. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, it's Dembele. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Pacho. Vitinha. Can he get it through? Now there's a shapes to shoot! Oh, he's done it!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Chelsea are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, nice touch. And that's aimed into the... Oh, great leap! It wasn't a great header in the end.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Vitinha. And it's Hakimi. Works it forward. And it's Neves. Fernandes. Cucurella. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Dembele, looking to play him in. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Cucurella. Knocks it into space. That's an excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Takes a shot! And he's gone looking for safety. Cucurella. João Neves. Distributed tidily. And Hakimi. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's been played through. He's picked his way through. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Can he get onto this? There's the shot! And he hits the net! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Has a look and plays it forward. Tries to pass it through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Pass somewhat off target. João Neves. João Neves has got himself a free kick. And it's Caicedo. Cucurella. And here's Fernandes. Caught offside that time. Pacho. 4 extra minutes added on. Chalobah kept his eye on it, and he's there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's through here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium and I've been hit by it too.
Some terrific seats. Takes a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there.
João Palhinha.
Pedro Porro.
And João Palhinha. Now Romero. And it's Kudus. And here's Solanke.
Strokes it back.
And here's Madison.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And it's Madison. Now it's Simons. It's a threat.
And the shot! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Oh, well played, well played.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Romero
Cuts it out. Quarter of an hour played.
Madison. And here's Kudus.
Pedro Porro has the space to scheme. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, horrible miscue.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Barcelona are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Eric Garcia.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Romero.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Now it's Solanke.
He's being urged to shoot. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Madison! Oh, split-second reaction.
Madison is offering a right smile there.
De Jong.
Casado.
Now it's Lewandowski.
Balde. Casado. Tries to pass it through. Knocks it into space.
Brilliantly cut out.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Lewandowski. Half an hour played now.
Udogi.
Xavi Simons, who does have an assist to his name.
Balde. And it's De Jong. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Simons.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Some resolute defending there.
Now it's Solanke. Madison.
Udogi. That's good play. Oh, that's delightful. It's a promising position. That's a throw. Udogi. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. Tottenham really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And he's there to belt it away.
And it's Pedri. And this is Lewandowski.
Maddison. Tottenham do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Solanke. That's destined for the flank. Balde. Pedri. Passing is crisp and sharp. De Jong. Rafinha has it out wide and in space. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that was nowhere near his best. And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. This possibly the last play of the half. And he's taking no chances there. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Tottenham are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So straight into the second half. Tottenham currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And here's Pedri. That's a good ball out wide.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. De Jong really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Another throw-in. And it's Porro. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Chance to deliver. Oh, good climb! He will be livid with himself. Casado. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pedri. That is a great pick out. Still just a single goal between the sides. Koundé. Now Casado. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Simons.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Simons. He's had it taken off him. Maddison! De Jong.
Tottenham have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Oh, that's superb. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. De Jong. Koundé. De Jong. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's been played through. And it's Pedri. And this is Lewandowski. Pedro Porro. And he's picked out the run. Decent chance! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity and soon enough they'll get another break.
And it's Maddison.
Good. Can he finish? It's hit the upright. That could spell this time, surely. Just cruising. They are cruising. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score. One shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Tottenham have hit a quick-fire double here. Pedro Porro. And here's Kudus. Shoots! It's loose. And he shoots! Rafinha. Oh, good-looking ball. That is good alertness. Pedri. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Van de Ven. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Now it's Kudus. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for options for movement. Now, can they get him away? And it's Udogi. That's a sharp pass. Pedri. And it's João Palhinha. Threads one in. He's found space here. It's out for a goal kick. And he's lost his man. And Saluki! It is close, but that is the last of it. Tottenham can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for...
Goes for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So, a breakthrough already. And here's Valverde. Lovely, now then. Mbappe! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Great defending, strong and determined. Bounce of passing here, really easy on the eye. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. De Ligt spots it and shot a goal! And yes, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Simplicity itself.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Mbappe shoots! Goal! And the comeback is complete. So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Bruno Fernandes. Passes short and sharp. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Camavinga.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mbappe! Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bomo, Bruno Fernandes, closing in on... Big chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's found a way through, and the shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Vinicius Junior has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
He's shifting through the gears here. Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. Pass somewhat off target. Spread to the right. Mbomo receives it in a wide position. Mbomo stood up well to him there. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Oh no, this does not look good. Rudiger, that has not gone well. Šeško. Oh, that's a fine interception. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Mbappe. Martinez. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Camavinga knocks it into space. He's being urged to shoot. That's going to go a long way. Diogo Dalot. Dorgu. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Dalot. Mbomo. And a chance! It's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So, a temporary halt to the action. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. And hostilities. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That was a given. It always was.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Manchester United leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. And Mbomo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mbomo engages and forces him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Rudiger. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe! Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. It's their second corner of the game. Valverde! No, just not quite. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
He's had it taken off him. Camavinga. Bruno Fernandes. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Chouameni, Eder Militao, Rudiger. Now it's Camavinga, and it's made its way to him.
Oh, he's burst through! Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Bullish header!
Camavinga. Now he's got space here.
Diogo Dalot has created one goal already.
Casemiro. It's a pretty loose pass. Valverde. And it's Valverde. Nice interception. His positioning was spot.
That could spell trouble.
Shot, surely! Oh, he's done it!
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So again, we have parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every...
Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Knocks it out wide. And he skips past his man. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Mbappe, and he's had it nicked away. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Carreras cuts it out.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Great vision. Thinks about the shots, takes a shot! And no mistake. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Manchester United go up by 2 and are looking good.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Šeško, and he whips it in. Towering header! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Can he get on the end of this? Bruno Fernandes.
Into the last 5 minutes.
Burmo.
Now, can they get him away? Burmo in acres of space out wide.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Eder Militao. Now it's Valverde.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Rudiger. Not the most convincing of passes. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Rodrigo. Shaw is the guilty party there. This ended up in no man's land. And here's Mbappe. And here's Valverde. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Rodrigo. Has a look and plays it forward. Diogo Dalot. And Burmo. Šeško! Šeško! Opts to play it back. And that will be the final act. Manchester United have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like how they react. Burmo collecting the match ball, and it is his. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.